Hello, I've just sat down to film a TikTok and I thought while I was here I'd sit down and start this vlog while I'm at it. I had great plans for the start of this vlog. I was going to do a nice little montage of the things I was spending my day doing. I've got one time-lapse clip of when I was working this morning, and then I went to go buy some last minute bits for Lucas's birthday on Wednesday. I went to the gym, I went and did a food shop. I've clearly showered, but then I wouldn't have vlogged that anyway, and I've just filmed a TikTok. Did I film any more clips? Of course I didn't, but I'm trying. Either way, hello, my name is Sophie. Welcome to another weekly reading vlog. Today is Monday. Do I have any reading updates? At the end of the last reading vlog, I finished reading The Principle of Moments by Esme Pearson, which I rated 2 whole stars, and I've just filmed a TikTok about it, and hopefully I won't have to talk about it again for a little while. Last night I read like 120 odd pages of With This Kiss by Carrie Hope Fletcher on my Kindle, which is another book that I'm also really not enjoying. This year is just not getting off to a good start. This reads like bad self-insert fanfiction, and the only vaguely interesting plot point is just really over dramatized by the protagonist. It feels like it's written in a middle grade style but for an adult audience, and it's just very confusing, honestly. And considering how beautiful this edition is, and that I pre-ordered this and I think it's signed as well. Yep, signed. I'm upset that I don't really like it, but it's now Ali Hazelwood, let's put it that way. I'm gonna go let my hair dry and hopefully I'll look slightly more presentable in the next clip. We'll see. Boy oh boy, I've had a busy day and I haven't vlogged it. I did start with good intentions. I got a nice little time lapse of me reading this morning while the cleaner was here, which is basically what I do to try and stay out of her way. And I finished reading With This Kiss by Carrie Hope Fletcher and rated it 1 star. Then I crashed a little bit and I laid on the sofa and watched TikTok. Today is the day before Lucas's birthday and he's at work. He's still at work, it's nearly 8 o'clock. And obviously it's the last day I've got to do any prep. So I wanted to bake a cake because I'm a very nice wife. And he got a Bailey's cookbook for Christmas, so I decided to make the birthday cake out of the Bailey's cookbook. So I had to make the cake so that it would have enough time to cool so I could decorate the cake. So I made the cake, had some lunch, then I started planning out. I'm really on a good streak with making TikTok videos. I've made a TikTok video or posted a TikTok every single day for at least 2 weeks now. I think I'm on my 3rd week streak and it's making a difference. The algorithm really likes it. So I'm trying to keep up the hype. But what works really well for me is batch filming and then editing day by day. So I wanted to film a bunch of TikTok videos. So I ended up filming, I think 4 or 5 different videos. Yeah, so I filmed all of those. Then, well, I filmed some of those, at least one of those. Then I had my therapy appointment, which was good but hard. I did that. Then after therapy, I knew I needed to go film the last of those TikTok videos because there wasn't much light left in the day. So I filmed as much as I could and I managed to get everything filmed, which was good. And then I came down to start editing and nothing had uploaded to Google Photos, which wasn't helpful. So I started working on my YouTube video for tomorrow, because with my Wednesday video, what I've done so far, bearing in mind we're only like 3-4 weeks into the year, is I filmed it on a Tuesday and then edited it and uploaded it on a Wednesday. But because tomorrow is Lucas's birthday, I don't want to give myself the burden of having to do it or feeling pressured to do it. I just thought it'd be safer to get it edited today. So I started doing that, then realised I needed to film another clip. So filmed that. I've now edited all that together, exported it, and I'm uploading it to YouTube. So tomorrow all I've got to do is make it live. Yeah, then I edited the TikTok for today, which is now just exported, and I just need to upload it back onto Google Photos so I can download it on my phone. And that brings us to now. Normally I would have stopped and made dinner by now. Oh, and I decorated the cake at some point and all that, which was more stressful than it should have been. I think the thing is, I actually quite enjoy baking, but it's kind of the attitude of, well, I can't do it perfectly, so I won't do it at all. I'm very particular and I want things to look perfect. So when I can't do that, I just don't want to bother. But I have persisted. I decorated the cake. I'll show you, I'll try and take a clip of it tomorrow because right now it's kind of squashed in a box. I'm hoping it'll still look alright in the morning. But I've tried to be really prepared. So it's things like I've bought some croissants for us to have for breakfast because we don't normally have breakfast and it's a birthday, so you've got to have a nice fancy breakfast. But I thought it would be nice if we could have them in bed, but I don't want to have to get out of bed to get them. So I've put them in one of my empty drawers in my bedside table. So I currently just have a pack of croissants in my bedside table. But then I also wanted to make sure that all of his presents were down here so that I wouldn't have to like rush around and move them all around in the morning. So I brought everything down here, and then I wanted to hide the cake because he doesn't know I've made the cake. Well, hopefully he doesn't know. He might guess by the fact that there is icing sugar all over the kitchen. I'm hoping that the cake will be a surprise. So it's things like I put the cake in a cupboard that I'm hoping he won't go in tonight. I've got the candles ready, but I've also made sure that the lighter's in there because the lighter's normally in here. So if I wanted to surprise him with it, I don't want to be like, oh, I've just got to come get the lighter. Otherwise that will give away the surprise. This is how fast my brain has been going today. It's a weird place, but I think I've got everything sorted is what I was trying to say. But either way, my brain's been a busy place and I didn't even think to vlog it. This is it for today. In terms of a reading update, that's what this vlog is for. I should be talking about that. I did finish With This Kiss by Carrie Hope Fletcher this morning. I rated it 1 star. It was just awful. 2 of her books I've really liked, but I think that's 3 now that I really haven't. I think the writing style just isn't for me. It comes across as really immature, like a bad fan fiction writer to me. And I didn't enjoy it. I didn't think I thought the characters were so, I don't even have the words. I just think the characters were really extreme and ridiculous. And the amount of times that I was reading it and I was like, oh my God, no one talks like that. No one reacts like that. No human person is actually like that. And it just completely removed me from the story. I didn't like the protagonist. I didn't like her best friend. And it really needed some trigger warnings. There was a really intense description of suicide, and there was a sexual harassment moment in there as well. And I was reading some other reviews on Storygraph, and I think there was some other comments about like check your trigger warnings, check your trigger warnings. But there's nothing in the print book, and I don't think there's anything in the ebook edition I read either, and I think that's horrendous. There should be a page before chapter 1 that says trigger warnings. I think it should be more obvious. I think it's arguably irresponsible that it wasn't included because that suicide scene was really hard to read. Did not enjoy at all. So far my reading for this year, I finished 4 books. 2 of them were 3 stars, 1 was 2 stars, and this one was 1 star. So I'm really not having a good reading year so far. So I'm hoping, touch wood, it can only go up from here. And the book I'm going to start tonight is a middle grade mystery book, but it's one that is for my book club, so it came from the wedding library. And it's actually the book that one of my bridesmaids gave me as a wedding gift. She was 11 when we got married. So on the one hand, I'm quite looking forward to reading it because it sounds quite good. But on the other hand, it is middle grade, so it might still annoy me. That's a big old update. Tomorrow's birthday day, so I'll try and remember to do like a nice little montage. That would be cute. That would be nice. Hello, it's Friday. I can't remember the last time I vlogged, but basically I've been fighting off what I thought was a throat thing but I think is a chest thing for a few days now, but today it's really hit me and I've spent all day on the sofa basically napping. I had all these plans, like cool, I was going to go visit the in-laws today, but I didn't feel well enough to go, so Lucas has gone on his own. I was like, cool, I can catch up on some editing, you know, maybe read on the sofa, have a really nice lazy day. But I just crashed instead, and I'm meant to be going to see my family this weekend, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to, which is really irritating. Reading wise, I read, I think 45, or I listened to 45 minutes more of The Name of the Wind on my drive to ballet on Wednesday. That seems to be the only time I'm listening to audiobooks at the moment. So I'm getting through The Name of the Wind 45 minutes at a time, which for a 28-hour audiobook means it's going to be quite slow going, so I definitely need to try and make some time to listen to that. And then I started reading Murder Most Unladylike by Robin Stevens, which is my book club pick for the month, and it's really fun. You know, it's a middle grade murder mystery and it's fun for what it is. Yeah, it's fun, it's good. I'm gonna go back to the sofa now. Hello, good morning. It's Saturday now. I'm starting to get my voice back a little bit, but I'm still feeling very chesty and gross. But this weekend I'm going down to see some of my side of the family. It's my cousin's little girl's birthday and we're using it as an excuse to all get together, so we're going away for the weekend. I'm not going to take the camera. So in terms of reading updates, I read a good chunk more of Murder Most Unladylike last night, and I think what I've realised is that I'm kind of reading it in the same way that you kind of humour a child. Like, a child is like, I'm going to solve a murder mystery and I'm going to do this and I found this evidence and I'm being a detective, and it's going, oh right, yes dear. I'm kind of reading it with that in mind, but that's making it a very easy read. So I think I'm just about to approach the 50% mark. Optimistically, I'll get lots read tonight and maybe finish it tomorrow. Realistically, it'll be early next week. But at least then I'm sticking with my one book finished a week, because I finished With This Kiss by Carrie Hope Fletcher earlier in the week, so still doing one a week, which is really, really good for me, and I'll take it. That's it for camera vlogging. I might try and get some clips on my phone, do another nice little montage, but otherwise I'll see you back in for a check-in tomorrow evening. Technically Monday morning, but let's pretend it's Sunday night for the sake of finishing off this vlog. We were away for a family weekend and we got back at a reasonable time and I just crashed. I think I have a chest infection. I don't think it's bad enough to have to go to the doctors. Like, I'm fine, I just can't breathe very well. Having spent all day being switched on and socialising, I then crashed when we got home. So I started feeling all snotty. Previously it'd just been like in my chest and my throat, and then I started feeling all snotty. So I didn't vlog when we got home last night, but this is the end of the video. In terms of reading, I'm still making my way through Murder Most Unladylike, but with not being very well, I'm obviously not reading too much. Because I just fall asleep, but I am really enjoying it, and you know, it's very easy to read, and I'm intrigued about who did the murder, because it's a murder mystery that not only is a murder mystery, but also the body disappeared before anyone could find it, so they have to prove there's a murder and who did it. Very intriguing, but I'm hoping I'll be able to finish that before the end of January. My January TBR has been an absolute mess. I'm ending the week still reading Murder Most Unladylike by Robin Stevens and still technically listening to The Name of the Wind by Patrick Rothfuss, but I'm really not making enough time for audiobooks at the moment. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this weekly vlog. I hope you're having a great day, and I'll see you on Wednesday with another video. Bye!